Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm trying to just shuttle everyone over towards the tower, because I am trying to finish the game, maybe. Unless I can figure out something else I wanted to do, but I haven't. So, day 2 morning? Yeah, seems like day 2 morning. So, let's take everyone over to PRHVL Bop, or try. Yeah, I think this is the quickest way. Then we go over towards the, thingy. We also need to take a trip into the city. Do we actually? No, I don't think I do. Actually, I do have the, thingamajiggy, right? Yeah, blue red herbs. Let's just make a bunch of these. And yeah, we'll actually make one more of these, and then I should be pretty much good to go. What else? Nothing really much else. I'm just gonna make another light blue vial because I can. And now we, try to profit. So, how many heads do I have? Need to take a quick look. I really don't remember. Pav, Tanika, Olivia Doppelganger. So actually, you know what? Before we drop everyone off, let us go to PRHVL Museum. What am I talking about? Get this heart really quickly. But yeah, let me get the Sylvian book so I can get my arm back, which took quite a while. Essentially, it almost doesn't matter anymore, but for the sake of just doing so, I will get it back. And if we get enough heads, then what I'm going to do is get another Book of Enlightenment. Because I'm pretty sure at this point I have pretty much all the books. And if I don't, then I have everyone that matters, at least. So, yeah. So just gonna let Pocket Cat keep going, and then let us get Sylvian here. And we will go on our merry way. So yeah, just need to get to PRHVL Bop, drop someone off, then bring someone back toward the tower. Although Abella is gonna be a bit of a pain, but maybe I want to do a cheeky little Osa Levi at tower, and then bring Abella, and then just ambush Abella. All things considered, but you know what? I'll risk my face. Why not? Pav is dead, so I don't need to worry about rushing into the city. Technically, I think if I drop Levi off, he shouldn't die. If he does somehow, nah, because it's usually if you don't recruit them. I think that's the flag that you usually trigger. But if you recruit them, they should be safe. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not sure. So, yeah, after about, what, 5-6 playthroughs, still haven't remembered many of that, but it doesn't matter anyway. Again, if I were doing ending A or doing something trickier, then it would matter, but it doesn't. So yeah, let's do this. Pretty much, this might not be the end. We'll see. Again, we'll see. So Abella's going down, Levi's going in, and Osa is sitting there. Although we'll probably, I mean, it doesn't matter. So we'll take Osa with us over towards the tower. And pick them off one by one, pretty much. So I think, actually, I may want to... Because I fought most of the Moon Scorch, if not all of them, by this point. So we're just going to try to be somewhat efficient. Somewhat. You won't need anything. You literally won't need anything. So I'll keep everything, and we'll start doing this. So, this is just going to be a big autopilot. Pretty much, I shouldn't die. And if I do, well, that would be interesting. So, yeah, let's do this. And then I have as many saves as I need. I could visit August as well, or find August in the city. I might try to do that. I think day 2 morning? I guess I'll check after I defeat Osa. Not that it matters. I'm already headed towards the tower, so I might as well, but... afterward, I guess I could go check to go and find August. Of course, I have to be careful not to get ending C, but considering that Caligura is pretty much no longer available in right now, it's gonna be until day 3 anyway. Day 3 evening at the earliest, unless he appears in day 3 morning, but I'm pretty sure I tested that out at one point, so yeah. And I guess on a future playthrough for Ending B, I will come here with more party members, or I gotta think of something, so maybe I'll throw in a little something extra. But yeah, Osa is being very, very cautious, and let me make sure I am ready for this. I think what I'm gonna actually do, I don't have a blue herb, do I? I was gonna chomp down on a blue herb, but I guess that's not happening. So unless something really, really strange happens, I shouldn't die. Yeah, and I need both of these, so I have 16 or above agility, and let's just let Osa turn here. So, and I don't think I've done this too much yet, so yeah, this is the first time you're gonna see everyone turn here, unless you've watched certain videos about everyone turning, among with other things, lore-related, gameplay-related, so on and so forth, but we're gonna see a lot of bodies around this tower, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And, I may be able to one-shot... Oh, that's right, I still have the axe. Well, I said I was gonna go fight Moonless on my own, but nonetheless, I'm gonna guard. Because, yeah, hurting. 50 damage, guarded. And I'm bleeding, but, I mean, so be it. Hopefully I don't die for this. Let's find out. Hurting again. I think Mischief of Rats or something? Yeah. So, do I want to just go all out, or do I want to play it safe? I should still be able to survive if I guard. Here. Question mark? We're gonna find out. I mean, thankfully I don't die, or I don't lose a lot of progress if I die here, but... I'm just going to play it safe. So I'm gonna guard, and then I'm gonna chomp down on a light blue vial for more healing. That should keep my guard, right? Yeah, it does. And let's just rush this. I should be able to rush this. He shouldn't have that much HP. Yeah, I was about to say. So there goes that. Oh yeah, and the thing is, I guess I do want to ambush Abella at PRHVL Bop. Because... yeah, I can't cut off her head when she moon scorches. So, yeah. Mass on his head looked like a parasite of sorts, but upon closer inspection, it looks to be just a growth or a mutation. Daan's medical knowledge doesn't explain what could possibly cause something like this, but, you know. We'll take his head regardless. And then we'll do this. Yeah, because we didn't even get to fight Osa Moonscorched in a more recent playthrough, so, I mean... Yeah. Yeah, they're literally just gonna become meat, sadly, but... Did Pav disappear here? I feel like he just disappeared. I didn't take him back to the train, that I know, but... yeah, let's go... actually get my arm back. Yeah, let's go get my arm back. So, let's do that first, and then do Moonless, question mark? I would need to go through the sewers, which is pretty much here. Or do I just want to fight Moonless first? No, I want my arm back. Yeah, I want my arm back. I could miss with the Circle Spear. Also, I'm bleeding, and I don't know why I've just left myself bleeding here, but hey. I guess I'll do this. And we'll eat as well. Goulash? Goulash? Goulash. I feel like the pronunciation is goulash. Yeah, let's actually get to the... I had a cough. Let's get my arm back first. So the church should be the fastest way. There's a Bobby here still? Well, there's a Bobby here. Did I die? No, I didn't die. I must be confusing it for another playthrough. Anywho. Let's move on. Yeah, I think this is the closest asymmetrical circle. Unless I ported back to the train cat. No, I think that's still longer, so... I can't remember if there's anything dangerous down here. I feel like there might have been, but I guess I'm about to find out. I mean, I could save it here too, but I shouldn't need to. Oh, there's a Crimson Father here somewhere. Unless I defeated them all, but I don't think I did, so... So, yeah, we have every single Bible. So really all I'm trying to do is complete the game. And now we can equip the Circle Spear and rifles, if need be. But the Circle Spear most importantly. And I could also go get Moonless, but I think the Circle Spear is better. Why don't I remember this? Yeah, actually I don't need to fight Moonless anymore. So if I somehow get one of my arms or my arm blown off or cut off or eaten, then I would need to fight Moonless, because Black Steel's probably better for one-handed, minus a few weapons here and there. And then there's also the bench meat grinder, whatever you want to call it, which I think I should have been able to do while I was... Wait, where is that again? That was in... Why don't I remember this? Yeah, that was in Tunnel 1. I picked Osa up, so I should have grabbed it. In case I want to fight Abella. And we'll look for August later. Let's get rid of question mark Levi first while I'm here. I can also do a drive-by on Abella, because I'll be passing through PRHVL Bop again to get to the northwest west side. Trying to plan out my route. So yeah, nothing really much else happening. Still planning to do the things for Termina, still planning to do things for other games, except I've tried to hold back on doing more than I can do, because as you've seen, there have I think there are mainly 2 videos of trying to play more recently. And one of them I'm still juggling. The other, I mean, if there's enough interest, I mean, I do what I think is fun, so you might see me put out an extra video here or there, but yeah, because I've also put out a poll for another game, but I might just do a trying to play for that one as well. So yeah, trying to think of what I want to do and what not to do, while I'm also continuing with the series that comes out before Termina and Termina itself. So you know what? Yeah, knowing that, and it's not like I can't try to do more. I think the quality of Termina and the other videos would suffer, along with work that I'm doing, which, you know, basically the chance of me, you know, if I'm looking at this channel more... I don't want to say it this way, but it's the only thing I can think of. From a business-like way, what would be better would probably be to focus on what I'm currently focused on, because the chance of me succeeding elsewhere is not as high. Of course, I would probably do something just to have fun, but one of the games I was touching recently was not... other people are already touching it, so I'm going to leave them to it. I usually like to touch things that people don't, you know, normally do, because either there are not enough people or there just isn't any, in this case, content. Streams, you can include streams here and there as well, but mainly content, which is why even my most popular videos are the videos that they are, because I notice no one else is doing it, and I might as well. I may not be the best at doing it, but hey. Step away from the door, Daan. Something bad will happen to you. So yeah. Yeah. But unfortunately, we're doing ending B, so... yeah, we have to let Levi turn. Hopefully I'm not forgetting anything. I have double small amulet and lifesteal, which is pretty much the best I can do. Unless I want to just heal one turn and then use herbs with an Eye of Sylvian, which might actually be better, but... let's guard first, then. Stop! So we'll attack and keep guarding, and hopefully nothing really, really strange happens. That said, I just realized that, okay, well, no, actually, I think Marina would be at Henryk's right now. I never got rid of Henryk, did I? So that's where Marina would probably be. So we do have something new to do in this playthrough, but I have to go save Marina. But that'll be after probably August, if I can find him. Really? You have a lot of HP. Well, relative to other Moonscorch contestants. I feel, anyway. Eh. Do I take a risk here? I'm gonna take a risk. Urgh! And let's not bleed as we absorb the soul here. Yeah, that's more. If I get infected, so be it. We have 11 green herbs. And I don't think you can actually cut his head off, unfortunately. But we will do a diagnosis because we're Daan. We might as well. The creature clearly has a torso of a human, but the upper body has mutated into the shape of a gun barrel or cannon. Don't really have knowledge on what could cause such a dramatic metamorphosis. From the looks of it, the barrel is even functioning as a firearm of sorts. The barrel feels like hardened leather that's been burned to a crisp, says Daan, because there's a difference between Daan doing diagnosis and pretty much a non-Daan character doing diagnosis. So yeah. We'll take a kidney. And move on. So we're going to drive by Abella. We're going to look for August, but if we can't find August, we're headed towards the mayor's house to find Henryk and then shuttle Marina over towards the tower. And then the train is a bit trickier because I think... No, I would just have to get rid of Marco, but I could try to fight Marco as well for the sake of moon scorching him, but that'll definitely be after a save, so yeah. And after I do a bunch of things here. Unfortunately, I can't take Levi's head, so I think I only have 2 heads right now? Question mark? Center Stitches, Bella, yeah, Osa, and literally Osa. That's it. So 1 head, actually. But for the sake of getting more heads, I will just attack Abella here. If for no other reason, then it's easier to just shoot her in the overworld as a moon scorched, or defeat her as a human, because there is some RNG involved in fighting her as her moon scorched form, I think. And if not, then basically it's a big DPS rush, because yeah, you can't let your head get blown off, almost literally. So hey, unfortunately we have to do this. So yeah. Can I one-shot her, or can I get rid of her arm? Let's find out. For science. Okay, we can. And, just do this just to be thorough. But we'll also go for a one-shot. I can't remember if the Circle Spear has inbuilt crit. It doesn't look like it does. But hey. So, yeah. The Caressing Soul, and then we get these things. Yep, she looks to be dead. It would be interesting to fight Moonscore. Yeah, actually, that would be the reason, to diagnose them, but, well, it's too late for that. And then we will take her eye, I guess. I really should just be doing heart and liver. Those are the 2 most prominent, in my opinion, prominent status effects. Either poison or, bleeding. Granted, it costs mine, but I will run out of cloth fragments eventually if I keep having to heal bleeding, because I keep messing up. That said, let's finally use some rifle ammo. Or a shotgun ammo. Check if the rifle functions well. It does. Remember how as a child, seeing a firearm created excitement and sense of respect in you, but now, things have become mundane for Daan. As the Bellin creeps closer, Daan's too used to their presence in their times of war. Figured that it is what it is. No use making a big deal out of it. So, not really much else to do, I think, because nothing of value and no distinct head, quote-unquote. The suit job seems to have been sewn together for multiple different humans. The sewing work itself is impressive, but you wonder how exactly the creature is able to function. Thing seems sturdy enough to withstand damage, but because it's just exposed skin, slashing and piercing attacks seem the most effective. Or just shooting it in the overworld. I don't want to shoot the other ones. I should be able to just kite them just fine. I say as I almost get caught. And now we hope. So yeah, gonna look for August quickly. He should actually just be here. Unless he's in the ruined part of the city, which would be a bit stranger. How many shillings do I have? I might as well take a look in here. 99? Yeah, let's just get the Hardened Heart. Or a Soul Stone, but probably a Hardened Heart. If for no other reason than just to be thorough. So, yeah. And away I go. I'll get more Soul Stones if needed, or I'll go buy green herbs or whatever the heck at whatever store. And yeah, and I don't remember where exactly he'd be, but It would probably be around here or even further south a little bit. Yeah, so... Hey, August. Hey, man. We have to do this. Well, one arrow is all you need if I didn't already isekai myself. So, yeah. We'll just do this just to be thorough. Or this again. Watch him actually shoot another one. Yeah, okay. And we should be fine here. No Moon-Scorched August, unfortunately. Might be a bit of a monster, but hey. So, Bear Trap and a suede jacket. Into sawing off his head. Into harvesting an organ. Right here, on the cement. So, heart. Can I do this one as well? It can. I can. Meat mallet, head, organ. And diagnosis, I guess. Please. This person has started to cocoon into something. There are severe scorchings around his body, and the growth has become thick, shell-like crust in some parts. It looks like the metamorphosis is only halfway done. There's no telling how he would have ended up in if this kept on going. Only piercing and otherworldly attacks seem to penetrate the shell. So, if nothing else, I'm just doing it for myself, so I haven't recording. But, hey. Again, you normally skip for gameplay, but technically diagnosis is part of the gameplay because it's supposed to let you know what they're weakest against. Unfortunately, once you get the best weapons in the game, quote unquote, or a very efficient weapon, you're just going to be using those weapons. So yeah, let's go into what I say? Towards the mansion, Mayor's Manor mansion. I think the quickest way is actually to port over to the train, over towards the train cabins. And Marco should automatically, safely get Olivia a wheelchair. Not that it would help too much, but if nothing else, we're either gonna shuttle Olivia over towards the tower, or put it in PRHVL Bop and then attack her. So. If I want to be safe, I would take her to PRHVL Bop and attack her. If I want to be a bit more daring, as much as that means with my current gear, then I would bring her to the tower. Which I guess I might want to do, but first, let's do this. I walked past Donovan's house. Why do I do this to myself? So yeah, still studying things about Termina. I haven't been doing it too much lately, because again, I've been preoccupied practicing other things. Did I save Samarie? I think I saved Samarie. Will I get arrested on this train if I attack her here? Question mark. I did. And because no one's here, right? You don't need to explain anything. We have to do this. So, she is gonna cast Hurting though, so let's guard, because this is gonna cause me to bleed. And then we will proceed to do this. Does she go down in 2? Or just goes down in 1? So we'll do this. Yeah, nothing should really happen. We'll take Samarie's head. I'm also bleeding. Let me actually get rid of that. And we will take an organ. Heart, please. And yeah, we'll go outside and hopefully not get jumped because yeah, I don't know exactly the aggro parts of this game. But we'll see. So Olivia should be here. I should be able to actually attack her here. So I can save time, but yeah, I'm gonna bring her to the tower. After I do a thing by visiting the Mayor's Manor. We'll try to get things done today. If I die to something on the way there, I mean, really, it would be a death mask. So yeah. And this is kind of the worry with doing a playthrough with each character, because most of the time it's gonna feel the same-ish. Unless I do different things again, like even just taking people over to the tower can be a bit of a difference. But for the most part, again, getting the same things, I could play differently. I could assuredly do that. But again, I think some of those playthroughs are going to be saved for later, which is a lot more of the playthrough than what you or what I would expect. Because when we go through Marco, if we play as Karen, Abella, because I forgot about Karen and Abella, I did. Osa obviously is going to be more magic. Marco's going to be nothing except until we pretty much reach the temple area. And yeah, after that, it will depend on whether or not I get interesting things like the Salmon Snake rune, arm guards, literally things that protect my limbs. Mainly my arms. So, let's grab some soul stone pieces while we're here. And we'll take care of Henryk. And Marina, maybe. But Marina, we're definitely taking Marina to the tower. I basically want to fill in the blanks. I think one of them was Osa, so... yeah. And then the other one is Marina, who I've yet to fight Moonscorched, at least in video format. Yeah. Because otherwise I don't really know where Marina goes. She just sometimes appears places and doesn't. Hello, Jeeves. Well, I could humor Henryk or troll him even more, but before fighting him. But let's first grab Marina and maybe have it. Oh, never mind. She's not here. Well, what I will do is fight this priest then, because, yeah. Well, maybe she's at the bookstore, actually. Can you come here? I say hello to my... well, you didn't even notice me. Well, die. So he gives me a soul stone. I get his head. Wonder if I have to wait even longer. I guess I should check the bookstore just to be thorough. Needles is dead, so Marina shouldn't be dead. Actually, she didn't appear dead in the tower screen, so we should be fine. If she is dead, then, well, I guess I'll take care of Marina Moonscorched in a future playthrough, but again, these are the types of things that I have yet to recall from my memory. I don't have time for this. I'm in a hurry. I need the key. Now die. But I will guard first. I think it gives me infection and bleeding, right? Before it gives me infection? My goodness, you actually do more damage than I thought. Anywho. I think he does go down easily, though. I'm still gonna guard. I could die here, actually. Hopefully I don't. If I miscalculated things, I will die. But I shouldn't die? Well, I crit, so he definitely dies. And we get a key that we really... I mean, listen, if you're willing to risk an arm, day 1 evening and onward to get into the city, be my guest. I am not brave enough to do so myself. Also, I have a bunch of mine. I might as well do this. So bleeding, and then infection, and then we'll take your head, or we'll diagnose you first. Why not? He looks to be dead. Yep, that sounds right. All right. We get a lot of stuff. I think food is one of the only... I think food is the most useful thing he has. Unless you want to dress as Henryk, but... hey. And, yeah, we can't harvest organs, so away we go. We'll do another check here. But I'm pretty sure Marina's not here. So we'll check the bookstore, maybe even save it there if I haven't saved it there yet, because I don't remember. Jeeps is gone. Away I go. I think this is the fastest way to the city, so let's do this. With that, I should have... yeah, I have Samarie. I definitely have 3 heads now, or 3 contestant heads. So I can get another Book of Enlightenment, if I so choose. Wait, would it be my 3rd or 2nd? I don't remember. It would be my 2nd. Because I think I picked one up from a bookshelf. I don't remember which bookshelf, if I were to try to test my memory, so, that test would be a failure, but... hey. And so that death mask is not activated. Maybe the staircase one is. It would either be as I'm walking up towards it, as Marco gets this wheelchair. Yeah, I know. Well then, good talk. You'll be. But you weren't saying anything before at the start of the game. You walked through me, by the way. Your stand powers are too strong. So anyway, which brings up the question: How did he not get seen? I know the Bobbies don't usually patrol there, but still, they can. So, well, there he is. There's the first death mask. So where's the second one is what I'm asking. We'll check for Marina in here. She is in here. Hi. Looking for people from the train, quote unquote. Do you want to travel together? Well, it's not going to be as personal, but we'll keep asking again. We'll do this, just to be sure. I'm also heading to the church. And then we have to actually head towards the church. Never mind that pile of meat right there. No one's going to ask anything about that, so, yeah. I mean, that would result in more switches and variables needing to be turned on or set, so, I mean, it's not the most... It's not the hardest thing in the world to do, but... Anywho, moving on, because we need to go to the church to get Marina to join us for certain. Also, I need to find Karen, that's right. I just realized that Karen is not around. Is she only recruitable if you leave Levy? Oi! Changed my mind. Let's check out the church together. Well... I know a faster way. We'll go in here just to go in here, but I'm pretty sure without Samarie, yeah, it's not going to be possible to do things. So, yeah, away I go. Marina doesn't actually need anything. If I run into an enemy and she dies, so be it. But, yeah, knife-colored blouse. Where did we all get our knives from? Question. Did someone on the train give us our food? The 15th? Contestant? Anywho. Speaking of which, if we're talking about lore specifically, yeah, there was it 24 soul types? Granted, they didn't, for the sake of the Terminal Festival, they didn't need, meaning whoever really planned it, didn't need all 24, but there's a whole lore thing about it I can't really remember. Is this gonna be okay? I haven't slept yet. Well, I guess I'm about to find out. Wait, don't open that door. Wow, what a tower. You can't stop me, Marina. Don't you see? I must get in. Reverse power, hey. Unfortunately, though, we have to do this. So, meet new Marina, which I actually have blacked out. I didn't even remember that I did that. I still have to guard, though. Just to be completely safe. I mean... Hey. What do I do? Is it the cocoon? I think it's the cocoon. Even though the cocoon technically could be censored as well. But I mean, listen. Enough games have been censored over to oblivion. Does this actually hurt me so much? It does. Interesting. And by interesting, I mean ow. My face. Although that does mean I need to definitely guard. I think that's otherworldly damage, but it's not much I can do about it. Unless I drink a brown vial, but I'm not well... I'm guarding, right? I think I'm guarding. So let's chow down on mixed herbs for my body. Stop! Yeah, it hurts. Thankfully I dodged that. And you give me an infection too. Cool. How much does that heal again? A lot. Relatively. So, we double attack. We should be able to survive another black orb. The question is how squishy you are, because I do not remember how much HP you have. So we're gonna guard. Yeah, so I take... Well, with hurting, I would rather you actually do hurting, funny enough. So, you do a lot of scratches, though. I might... die if I don't heal. So I'm actually going to guard and heal. Yeah, this is a bit of a pain. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because I know one of the places you can run into this is pretty much near the temple area, so theoretically this is a late game / end game encounter. Stop! But yeah. Well, I'll be able to rev 3 rev next turn. This, however, is gonna hurt me a lot. Oh my goodness. At worst, 48 damage, plus 8 damage here, so yeah. Well, I guess I'm about to find out if I can burst it down. If I can't, then I'm about to lose a lot of progress, maybe. Yeah, because that's equal to the Whispers. Oh, buddy. Well, shoot. Do I hope that this is enough? I hope it is. We're gonna hope. This is gonna hurt so much. Dodge one! Ah! Ugh! Okay. Lessons learned. Oh, I lost so much progress. I think I did, right? Yeah, I lost so much progress. I'm not gonna make a cut, but it was pretty funny. All things considered, I should have. Let me check something really quick. False alarm, but nonetheless, doesn't change what we have to do here. I guess that goes to show I should have saved it when I didn't know for sure what was about to happen to my face. That said, yeah, we're pretty much doing the same. I mean, I could drop people off here. You know what? Let's just drop off people here. So, yeah. We'll drop off people here and then take this route over towards the tower. So, yeah, we should be able to do this. Osa's in the next cabin, talking magic with Samarie, but we need you back. I need you back so you don't cast hurting on me as badly as you could do, even though I'm gonna moon scorch, yeah. So we're gonna go to Donovan's. I don't think there's really anything else I did, aside from going towards August as well. But now that I know the staircase death mask is active, again, that should mean only one other is active. But also I only have one arm again, that's right. But still, we're gonna do this first, because we can. And with an axe, we should be more than prepared. Osa clears everything, and away we go. This will be faster, because I'm not gonna be reading through Diagnosis either, which actually tacked on, like, an extra 30 seconds minimum, up to a minute. So, yeah, here we go. Hopefully I have everything equipped. And, let's... This feels familiar, doesn't it? But yeah, anywho. So, we do guard, though. We don't want to not guard. That would be very painful. And then immediately, Mischief of Rats. That I dodged, but could have gone better. So, yeah, I need arms. I think that would involve me going towards August, maybe? Or just doing Levy again, I think. Because I should have a head on me right now. And I shouldn't die here. So another hurting, 26, 25. Mischief of Rats, which shouldn't do that much. And then with the double rev, he should go down. Yeah. And I get a little bit more healing done, so I can just blue-red mixed herb. While I take care of healing. So yeah. Anyway, nothing else. If nothing else, lessons learned. As I proceed to craft everything again, because yeah, I need to craft everything again. 9 of these, and then I think like 2 into 1, and then another brown vial. So yeah. While we also nom down a mixed herb to get full healing. We'll take your head and move on while searching you as well. Yeah, there was definitely perks I could have picked up to make Marina hurt less, but it's a bit late now, so away we go. How many heads do I have? I just want to be sure. So, Osa, Pav. Okay, yeah, I have enough to Sylvian, which I'm going to do now. Unless the Circle Spear is actually not doing more damage, oddly enough. But, I think I want it regardless, so let's head to the museum before we get Levi. And yeah, the RNG here is going to change. Really, one blue herb was the... Actually, that does matter. Because that allows me... I have a lot of red herbs, basically. So any blue herbs I find gets turned into more healing. And then any bodies I find get turned into bleeding or poison heal, but I'm just going to harvest a whole bunch. Yeah, but for now we need to Sylvian. That way, when we head toward... I guess it doesn't really matter who I head towards. Unfortunately, I have to talk to Pocket Cat again, so we have to sit here for about 10 seconds, but... as long as I do things right, I shouldn't lose more time, hopefully. So let's find out. So 4 is what I have, but really need 3. So, and then another 3, because I already have all the Alchemillas. And away I go. Design-wise, it is smart to put not just Pocket Cat, but any kind of store that sells you those books. More for less frustration. I mean, the developer could have easily just not added a store like that. I can't remember if Funger 1 has a store like that, because you don't really... Yeah, I don't remember. I don't know Funger 1 nearly as well as I do Funger 2, which goes to say something. So, yeah. But, again, for anti-frustration purposes, we're heading towards August, by the way, if nothing else. I could also... yeah, I think August is... I think I did this with an axe. If I didn't, so be it. It's not like August is the hardest one in the world. Oh, it's because there's a sew job here. Can I kite this one? I can. Or should be able to. My issue is how I'm getting back safely, because they're all blocking the way there. But I'll figure that out later, I guess. We'll grab the Hardened Heart again. Which maybe I should have equipped, cause... No, because she casts Hurting. Marina, Moonscorch Marina casts Hurting. So, I definitely need the Fluted set, which, if I didn't have to wear, would make me faster, so I could unequip one Smalting's Amulet. And put on literally anything else. There's a couple in mind. But, anywho. Hey, August, man. Good job. So let's do this. And avoid being decapitated by an arrow. Which Osa, unfortunately, did not have the fortune to dodge. I mean, he wasn't decapitated, but he did have an arrow in his shoulder, so... we do this. And he should just collapse. Because contestants usually don't have more than... They have 550 torso experience, is what I want to say. Or torso HP. Why did I say experience? And yeah, I need another head after this to get a Book of Enlightenment. But I should really just rest, all things considered. So... but we'll grab the stuff here and then move onward. I feel like there's an asymmetrical, or basically a place for me to carve a Sylvian sigil close by, but I'm not thinking of it, so we're just gonna run past everything and run back. And try to dodge these sew jobs, because one is no longer shot down, which means I could get boxed in, which could hurt. These sew jobs hurt. Sew jobs. But we did kite them, so that's fine. My worst skill in Termina 2 by far, along with just remembering things. We want to go to Donovan's, that's right. Because we're shuttling people over towards the tower. We'll do these again. More red herbs. Yeah, funny enough, I need blue herbs now. And I could be missing a looting spot here and there, like a stray barrel or two, or a stray box or two somewhere. But I can't remember. Yeah, nothing really great there. Glass vial if I want to fill up with wine. If there's still wine, maybe. I don't think there was. But if there was, Is it worth me running over there and using up real life time? Probably not, especially if I'm not going to be casting magic. But anyway, back to Donovan's I go. Man, this is such a long walk of shame. Or long progression of shame. Re-progression of shame, I guess. Because I need to do everything again. What I can't do, I think, well, actually, because I think Abella's alone in this train cabin, right? After I take out Levi? Yeah, so I should, and Marco's currently in the city, so really, I don't want to attack him, because I think Abella can apprehend me. And after this, we can attack Abella. Because I still don't want to Moon Scorch her. That's a lesson in pain that I could be going through. Different story from Moon Scorch Marina, who just does damage. Granted, otherworldly damage that I probably should have mitigated with, say, a Soul Devourer. I feel like it does. Why do I not remember this? Anywho. I will say before I fight Moon Scorch Marina, that I promise. But as for what else I want to do, I really should get my arms back. I'll do it after Levi. Because I want to head back towards the Mayor's Manor anyway. So, let us fight, and then yeah, I'll get my arms back as I go towards the Mayor's Manor to do everything again. We want to guard. Do I want to guard? Because guard is 50%, so yeah, that would have just been 20%. I should have just attacked, maybe. But I will keep guarding just in case. Yeah, because I don't think there's anything else. It's just that, I guess if there isn't some secret attack I'm forgetting about, the part that makes this a bit more troublesome is that his shots do AoE, so everyone is taking 20 base damage about-ish. But since I'm alone, I'm only taking 20 damage overall, as opposed to like 80 over everyone else, so yeah. Yeah, so rapid fire hits everyone for 20 base, I think. Which again, would hurt if I was with a lot of party members that I cared about. But since I'm not, we get to do this. I made a bad gamble there. I thought I was going to defeat him. I did not. Okay, now I'm just curious. Okay, good. I was about to get really sad for myself. That said, unfortunately, I don't think I can cut his head off right. I can't, he doesn't even have anything for me. As opposed to, regular Levi, who at least drops rifle ammo, rifle his stuff, and you can also get his head. But, obviously that didn't happen, so... yeah, and funny enough, do I want to do this at the church? And grab Marina? No. Yeah, no. So I'll do everything over at the mayor's, or over in the old town. So we should be fine. I can defeat Abella and actually, you know what? Let's actually defeat Abella really quickly and we can actually play around with a new weapon. Maybe. It'll depend. So, train cabin. I could also get rid of Samarie and Abella here at the same time. I should be able to. Hold on. Actually, let me do this first, because I forgot to unequip people. Question mark did... Okay, well, okay. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. We'll drop her back off, but we have to walk outside first. And we'll drop Abella off and then just attack her in this train cabin. No one will ask any questions. And then I can also get rid of Samarie right now as well. That's right, I'm not using the Circle Spear, so she's gonna wrench toss me! Well, we're thankfully gonna Sylvian anyway, but it would be nice to not get hit by this. So I should still have the guard flag up, question mark? We're gonna find out. Science! Okay. And I'm just actually gonna do this. I only got rid of the pipe wrench because concussions are concussions. Really? Well... Yeah, so that would be 550 torso, because I barely didn't do enough. I did over 500 damage, but I didn't do 550, I'm pretty sure. So, we'll do this. And no one will be none the wiser. That said, I mean, seeing someone turned into a pile of meat, I guess it's unrecognizable if we're gonna be insane out of our minds to lure that way. Samarie doesn't know what happened in the other train cabin. Oh, never mind. She cautiously, question mark? Well, I really want the circle spear, but we should be fine, I think. Question mark? We're still gonna guard. And then we'll do stuff. I'm bleeding now, Samarie, why? Oh, that's not what I wanted to attack. Well, that was a waste of a turn. Yeah, there's no way I'm not guarding against hurting. straight 50 damage. But anywho, we will swipe at the torso and then do this. Yeah, because I think the train cabins are connected. Yeah, they're connected together. They're not... Actually, yeah, if you didn't know, the train cabins are part of the same map. So even though it looks like I transferred to another area, they're actually layered on top of each other, which is why you can be apprehended from another train cabin because people can walk in. Maybe not. It depends on how things are set up. I don't know how they're all set up for sure, but I do know that this train cabin and the next in the game engine are the same map, basically. So yeah, I'm also bleeding, so let's get rid of that. And then we'll do this. So yeah, if you're wondering, that's why that happens. Theoretically, that also means that maps where... Because there's more... It's not just the train cabins. There are other maps that are basically the quote-unquote same map. Basically, what I mean by that, for those who really don't know, if I were to say shoot a bullet upward and there was an actual enemy standing vertically, I would hit it because it would travel past this black space and hit whatever's on the other side. If it is in the same X coordinate? Yeah, X coordinate that I'm standing in, because then it just travels vertically upward. I don't remember if it's up or down, but the train cabins are put on top of each other, basically. Or there's a black space between one, so I'm really only porting up or down, depending on where the train cabin is. Did I? Yeah, I did the thing. So, we want to go towards the mayor's manor. And just making sure that Olivia is not hostile. Yeah. So, yeah, this map is a complete... Just the map itself. It's not connected to the train cabin, so... Unless, of course, you know, you could make it so that a switch flips and then people realize that people were attacked or something, or maybe the sounds of fighting was heard, but I don't think there's anything like that, usually. I don't doubt there's an example here and there, but yeah, for the train cabins, if you step outside, no one will know a thing, but if you step inside, or maybe they do, when Marco gets back to the train, if you attack someone inside the cabin, then he apprehends you, but he's not here right now, so yeah. And yeah, it's the death masks are not once you start a new game, that's when the death masks are fixed. Again, I've said it before, but just to mention it again, and I think it's 2. Maybe it's more than that, maybe it's less, but I swear it's 2. But they don't change afterward, because usually variables don't change after. I haven't seen the death mask variable change. It's just an activation. So yeah. Anywho, let's continue onward. I don't think there are any other enemies, so I should just be free to sacrifice non-contestant heads here. But if I wanted to be really, really safe, I would recruit Marina and then sleep at the train station, which is probably what I'm going to do, considering how much time I have left that I usually spend per video. I don't remember how long the first recording was, because I did there is a cut in this video, so... But there's not a lot of time in between this recording and the previous one where yeah, you know what happened. But we will climb this with one arm. And then we will, why am I forgetting? Wasn't there asymmetrical circle somewhere? Oh, the woodsman's house. I mean, we don't need it still for Henryk here, but I do need to get my arms back. So I would like to do that this video, so I don't have to worry about it later. So get my arms back and then save, but hey. So away I go. And let's not waste any time here. Question mark? I could pop pep pills, but I really shouldn't need it here. So, but we will guard, because he can deal a lot of damage. So that, I forgot the odds of that cutting your arm off, but he can cut an arm off. Yeah, and then that is that. But I should be able to just rush him down. Yeah, since he does about 23-ish damage per turn. Or actually more than that, 27. But the point is made. I do have to guard, so that is where the number comes from, but we should be fine. So yeah, after this, probably visit the... Nah. No, I think we're still gonna run across the death mask. It shouldn't catch me. When it pops up, you should be able to still outrun it. So, yeah. So we'll do that. We'll grab his stuff, but also get rid of our negative status effects. Let's Eye of Sylvian really quickly so I can get some efficient healing done. So Eye of Sylvian into a regular blue vial. Doesn't top me off, but I don't need to be topped off. And then, yeah, not really much else to do except take his head. And we can't harvest organs from this guy, so... But arguably, the head is more important. Oh, that's right, I don't have my arm back yet, so I can't... I mean, I could try to fight this priest. I don't think I will, though. So, if I have a bear trap... I shouldn't need any more bear traps. So yeah, we're gonna do this instead. Come here. And we're gonna bear trap him. So, I could also try to shoot him, but I think this will be a better option. I should outspeed him, so his head should be free. Yeah. And yeah, we'll take our free soul stone and a third and an organ before we head off somewhere. Or I could, yes, here, Sylvian here, I guess. Yeah, we'll Sylvian here. And get my arm back. And then the plan is to go through the staircase over toward the bookstore where Marina should be. I feel like there are other characters who you play as who can be ambushed by Caligura. I know one character for sure, but I don't remember for certain. So let me check my soul. I mean, I might as well just sacrifice the priest's head. But do I want to go through? No, let's just... Yeah. If I want a Hexen, I should just go back towards the... Yeah, I'm going to go back towards the train cabin. That way we have 0 chance of running into a death mask. And then I will go to the bookstore through the temple area shortcut south into Central. So, yeah. We'll walk here in case this death mask is actually triggered, but just never decided to wake up until now. But it didn't, so... We will continue running, though. Because I might as well use the stamina. So, the thing about stamina, for me anyway, when I'm trying to use it, is you let it run out, but you don't let it get topped off to try to make the most use of stamina. Question mark? Because if it recovers all the way, then theoretically you're losing stamina points that you could have used running. But if you don't let stamina run all the way out, then for certain you don't let it all run out. Of course, it doesn't have to run out as long as you continue using stamina and it regens, but at the same time, since mana stops regen, or energy stops regenning. No, maybe it does regen immediately. If it regens immediately, then forget what I was about to say, but why did I say mana? What game am I playing recently that has mana or mana in it? However way you pronounce it. I can't really think of anything, so I don't know why I said that. Anywho. Moving onward. So, yeah, we're going to go over towards Donovan's to Hexen, and then we'll take this way over to... No! We'll take this way over to, the bookstore. And then probably just sleep, all things considered. But first, let's make our soul stones. 8. I did make 8, right? I mean, I could just use this table again, but yeah. So, yeah, for the stat increases, I probably should wait though. But yeah, I need weapon craft as well. Actually, I can skip. Why am I doing this to myself? I actually wanted short circuit, maybe. I mean, I'll just do it to immerse myself, but really, yeah, we're not taking Osaws. They are very good, but I feel that they coincide with, or I could just fight human Marco. I could do that as well. Then I could take meditation to feel better. It would definitely make the Marina fight a lot easier. I mean, I could play around with these, but it's not really gonna do anything for me. So, yeah, that's mind healing, and this I think require. No, I think these both require. Yeah, these both require. Venushka. Venushka? That looks like Venushka. Although Engrave is pretty good, but I haven't defeated Marina yet. So again, I'm trying to think of what I actually want here. I guess bury the trauma. Why not? And then we'll meditation later. Yeah, we'll meditation later. We do want spice for soul. Let me say, how many soul shards am I going to be getting? Probably 3 more during the course of this run, maybe. It's not like I needed these, so maybe this is a bad one, but I've already chosen my stuff, so... Anywho, the important part is I took Abella's weapon craft. So what we're gonna do now is make the meat grinder and then equip it. Yeah. I think each of these can crit. So while this hits once, this I think has inbuilt accuracy. I haven't checked because I've never used it before, so I never bothered to find out. But also still only have the style helm, but so be it. But yeah, we'll go get Marina, and if there's nothing else, I will just run back to the train cabins and save. Sleep and save. Unless there's an enemy that I can test out this meat grinder on. Otherwise, I can also visit the sewer really quick and get rid of Doppel Levi. So, yeah. But meanwhile, the Circle Spear does about 250 to 300 damage-ish. So that's the number I should keep in mind as I may or may not use the meat grinder. But that's a worry for later because I'm pretty sure that doing this, going to the church to recruit Marina, and then running back to the train cabin will be pretty much the length of this video. So yeah, we'll do that. Run over towards the church, and yeah. Meanwhile, I guess if we're to talk about something else while I'm going over to the church, I have to scratch my nose, so that's why I'm walking here. But there's also a Bobby here as well, I guess. But I think it can actually kill me. But anyway, Lord thing. So assuming you don't recruit Marina at the church here, eventually that means, assuming that you don't interfere again, Marina goes towards the church alone, eventually stumbles, or maybe doesn't, but if she does stumble into the Roar circle, she teleports over to the tower, either meets Samarie or not, depends if Samarie is alive, but finds out her father isn't there or her father is dead, and then moon scorches, and that's why she's in level 2. She does appear in level 2, either from despair or just because she just stays at the church and, you know, whatever happens, there happens, but I guess one interpretation can be, the way I think of it is that she moon scorches because she figures out her father's dead, even though she didn't really care, you know, emotions and stuff. And the way moon scorching works, which I don't know for sure, but if feelings are involved, then yeah, strong feelings like that, because that's the same thing that happened with Marco. Marco, you know, gave into the darkness within him, or something like that. So the same thing theoretically would happen to Marina if you leave her to her devices. Eventually, she does run into, I guess, Moonscorch Levi. That's a whole thing with Karen and Marina, but eventually Marina does get Moonscorch, unless she gets kidnapped. But don't ask any questions, Marina. These things have happened since you went to the bookstore. Anywho, Really? You don't want to leave? I guess we'll drop you off at PRHVL Bop then. I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I'll give you some alcohol, because I'm Daan, and I get to choose. If you didn't already know, I guess you wouldn't if you only watched my playthroughs or my videos on Termina, but I'll just spoil it because it's not even much of a spoiler. But Daan, if you recruit Daan and take him to PRHVL, he becomes the bartender of PRHVL Bop. And Marina and him have a funny little dialogue. Otherwise, I would advise you to search for, I don't know what the keywords would be exactly, but probably PRHVL Bop, Daan, Marina. And they have a little talk about serving alcohol, because I don't even remember. What would be the legal age in the world equivalent of PRHVL, or the region that this is in? Because I assume it's like Europe. I don't want to say exactly the country for sure, because I don't want to get it wrong. But yeah, the legal age for drinking, Marina is 18, same as Levi. So yeah, that's they have a little talk about serving alcohol. And funny gameplay things that do happen in relation to getting alcohol. But until then, we're going to drop Marina off here because she doesn't want to stop at the train. I probably could figure it out, but if nothing else, we're padding for time. I don't want to say that's the case, but that's literally what's happening. So, places my mood. Find her at the bar counter. And I guess we'll fill this in while we're also recovering the rest of her mind. So, yeah. Yeah, really wanted to get in and drink alcohol as a younger kid, even though she was at the Vatican, question mark? Bar stray devotees from the path of misery and guilt. God help people actually enjoy their life, so, yeah, Marina is that kind of gal. Are they in town, question mark? But maybe father's still around. Maybe. The question is, well, based on the playthroughs, you know the answer there. But we'll explore the other ones just in case. Comes pretty naturally with her line of studies. Can't really be a non-believer when you're studying occultism. Well, a couple of certain characters here and there would correct you there. But without further ado, I guess we'll rest here in PRHVL Bop. That way I can just shuttle Marina over. I could also try to save it here. I think that's not broken yet. But we'll actually sleep so we can advance time. Because Marco should be able to bring back Olivia... should bring Olivia a wheelchair safely. So... not really any use for Hexen, I've already used it. So without further ado, yeah, as I've said before, as people get crossed out here, Henryk, August, Samarie, yeah, so no one really surprising, all was by me. All of them were defeated by me or Daan. So without further ado, yep, that'll be the end of the video. If you have anything to say, I will probably try to respond. Otherwise, I will make it myself known by giving it a like and whatnot. But otherwise, I won't take more of your time. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.